Well, I'm downtown today. Annie's at home getting ready for school. It's really hot today, very, very hot. I've just come down to check with my bank. So if you're living here in the Philippines and I think I've covered this once before, and I got my visa and I'm claiming my pension now from the UK, and I got my first pension payment last month, which wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. Today I get my second pension payment. As a pensioner, you need to have a last will and testament in the Philippines, and it needs to detail everything that is or you require. Now, if you've got an LWT, and I went to my attorney 2 months ago, she gave me a list of things I needed to do, and I'm working through that list, and that's what I'm doing now. Now I'm on Rizal Street today. I've just come down because I need to get a safe deposit box. So I've been into the bank, and the safe deposit box in the bank is not available. So I've turned around and made an appointment to speak to the manager tomorrow to see if they can arrange something for me. A normal size small safe deposit box the size of an envelope, A4 envelope, is 750 peso a year. To keep your documentation secure, good benefit. However, if you don't pay the 750, you won't get access to your safe deposit box. So you need to make sure you're continually doing that. McDonald's is on the left here, Jolly Bee's on the right. I'm on Rizal Street. So I'm going to go and speak to my bank manager tomorrow. Last will and testament. San Pedro's down there. Okay, it's a beautiful day today in Davao, absolutely beautiful. I do like living here. Anyway, so you need to make sure you actually get an LWT, because you don't have an LWT, they don't advise anybody. They don't advise anybody when you pass away here. And the first thing they will ask you when you're deceased is a death certificate, and that death certificate needs to go into your power of attorney, and then your power of attorney with your partner, which will be, for me, will be Annie, yeah, and then she turns around and has the process to work out with the attorney what my LWT is, which means they will then come to the bank, draw out my last will and testament. I will have a copy of that last will and testament that will be sent into the UK, but that will sort out what happens with my UK pension, what happens with my savings in my bank, what happens with my deposit, time deposit that's in the PRA, where I want to be buried, because I've already got a plot already. So you have to make sure you go through this process. You might turn around and sit there and say, well, bugger it, I don't need to worry about it. Well, you do, because as I found out when my father passed away, he left a mess, and it took me 5 years to sort it out. Well, I don't want to leave anybody a mess, do I? I don't. Do you want to leave somebody a mess? I don't want to be sat on my balcony for 9 days while people come round and pay their respects. I want to turn around and go to a proper memorial home. I want to turn around and be buried in a civilized and enjoyable way. So that's what I'm doing today. got a few more things that need to turn around and do. But I started this process 3 months ago with my attorney, and she gave me the list, and I'm working my way through that list, and I have 2 more things to do on that list. You get the old and married, yeah. You get the old and looking for that nubile nymph, that sex goddess that's going to blow his mind away, yeah. Or you get the old and broke, yeah. And that's the 3 categories that I can turn around and see here at the moment. I see a lot of it. If you're old and broke, that's people that are living here on less than $600 a month. They're living on their SSS, or they're living on their UK state pension. They're you know, scraping by. They're surviving. Well, that's what you don't really want, that, do you? When you turn around and get old, you don't want to be, you know, living on the breadline, living from hand to mouth, day to day. You want to be enjoying life. So yeah, it happens here that people turn up and they think that they can live on 600 bucks. It don't work. It don't work. Yeah, it's a mess. Then you got the old and married. Yeah, you got the old foreigner, wherever they come from, and they come and live here. The Filipina, or they've got their own wife, and they're bringing their wife along, and this is their retirement destination. And that's great. I think that's absolutely great, because you can travel, you can look at different places, you can look at different things, you can do different things. You don't have to turn around and be set in your ways. You can get out. You don't have to be tied down in one area. You can just turn around and live your life with your partner, and those twilight years tick away really, really quickly. And then the third one is the young, free and single 60-year-old that's got nothing to go and live for in America or UK or European culture. So they move to Asia and they choose the Philippines, and they think that their life is young, free and single. Great, no problem at all. They start running around like some stud muffin. Great. And eventually they become ill. They become run down, and they can't do everything that their brain wants to turn around and tell them to do. So they end up a bit reclusive, you know, drinking a lot, smoking a lot, and partying a lot, and then they run out of energy. I'm not one of those. I sit in the married sector, but I'm not married, and I enjoy my life, and I enjoy everything that this country has to offer. Yeah, it's not the UK, and I come from the UK, but I prefer living here than I do in the UK. Yeah, I prefer it. So why do I prefer living here? Well, it's got a slower way of life. I don't need to get up every morning and turn around and go to work. I can enjoy the weather, and the weather is a bonus for me, because back in the UK I was always getting infections, I was always getting cold and flu, and I could never get over the bloody thing. But here you've got to understand that you have to adapt to the cultural difference, and Annie turns around and puts me on the right, straight and narrow, every now and again, because I fall off of it. But I enjoy it. I enjoy the travelling. I enjoy seeing different parts of the Philippines. I enjoy it walking the streets, talking to you guys. I enjoy it. There we go. So this is the back of the Apo Hotel. There's People's Park. Okay. we're going to walk down here. They've got a new museum down here. It's the Cultural Museum of Davao City. People's Park is very, very nice. Hasn't changed. Got that bloody cough. Come on, Gary. I need to get some fluid inside me. That's what I need. So, sorry. Got all the little snick-snacks. Very, 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 very nice. Pavement's clear. Yeah. So, yeah, I do enjoy it here. I do enjoy coming here. I don't go to the casinos. I go out and I have a beer on a Sunday and a Wednesday. I've got my little group of friends that I catch up with and I talk to. There's a lot of things that I don't do. You know, I don't chase local Filipino. Yeah, I could do if I wanted to, but I don't. I've got Annie and I don't need anything more than Annie. There are lots and lots of people that get drawn into this plethora of things that they're not allowed to do back in their country. It's like having a new kid with a new sweet shop. But it's amazing. But as I mentioned earlier, there are three types of guys I see coming here. There is there's the mature married, whether he's married a Filipino or you're married to a Western cultured woman, and they're here to live and turn around and enjoy life and see what's going on and spend the money they've earned. Then you've got the guy that turns up, he's got nothing, he's got no partner, no girlfriend, no benefits, no nothing, and he's trying to get by on the minimum, and that's old guy surviving. And then you got the chick's boy, the old boy that's come here who's reliving their youth. They want this nubile nymph on their arm, and I don't have a go about it. I turn around and think it's great. If I had the energy and I had the willpower and I had the stamina, and maybe I'll go down that route and have a look at it, but I don't, and I haven't, so I keep away from it. What I do is I have my little hobby. There we go. So there's the look at that. That's going to be the new Cultural Museum there behind me on my left. There we go. It's over there, the one was done like the durian. Then you got the movie theatre here. Very, very nice. It shows old style movies, TCM. You know, what's it called? Something classic movies. But I'm walking around downtown. Over here is San Pedro, and over here is the river. And I'm going down here to CTM Recto, and then I'm going back to get a cup of coffee, and I'm going to chill out because I need to get some water. But this is Davao downtown, what it looks like. But if you're here, accept it, embrace it, enjoy it. Don't get carried away trying to change the world. It's never going to change. It will roll on and gradually develop. Anyway, like, share and subscribe, guys. Look after yourselves. There we go. There's the man grinding the coffee, roasting the coffee that is used in this coffee house. It's the first time I've seen that in Davao. Normally they buy these pre-ground. Maybe the coffee shops in Davao are buying from here. Starbucks won't, because Starbucks use a liquid. Yeah. But anyway, looks pretty good. You can hear the Beatles. My love is unable. Do 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 life. We love it. Oh. Having fun in the safest city in the Philippines. Can't buy me love. Buy me a diamond ring.